Hey, what's going on, folks? Yes. Back with another episode. Yet again, if you didn't see one of the previous videos, I do apologize for my lack of productivity in the previous week. Got wrapped up with some things, but nevertheless, hey, I'm back now. So let's just get right into it. If this is your first time here, please hit that like and subscribe. Also hit that bell so you can get notified when I drop a video. And you all know my slogan, if you are a recurring guest. My whole goal is to talk to the camera. You guys talk back in the comments. Let me know what you think about my thoughts or perspectives on any of my videos. And as always, I'm open to any type of suggestions or recommendations. Just about any genre I'm into as far as movies or shows. So simply want to talk about the movie Fresh. Fresh is a straight to Hulu movie or a Hulu exclusive movie. It stars Sebastian Stan as the antagonist or the killer, and it stars a woman I'm not familiar with her work, but I may check it out after watching this movie. The main person or the protagonist in the movie is what's her name? Oh, Daisy Edgar-Jones, and she's accompanied by her best friend or ally in most of these movies. As most of these movies has an ally, but ally is played by the character, or her real name is JoJo T. Gibbs. So nevertheless, and Noah is the protagonist's name. So nevertheless, Noah is out here in these dating streets, and she's finding dead ends on these dating apps, which I've heard, real life complaints about how the dating pool is trash and things of that nature. So she's having the worst of luck when it comes to meeting men. And she finally, just by chance, meets a nice, charming gentleman whose name is Steve, played by Sebastian Stan. And they hit it off. This was not purposely trying to find someone. This wasn't on a dating app. This wasn't a blind date. Simply met this nice, charming gentleman at a grocery store. And the chemistry is there. They hit it off. They go on dates, this, that, and the third. And one thing I like about movies like this, overall, I don't think you're supposed to I don't think the purpose it was to take this movie that seriously as a horror movie. But one thing I do like about certain horror movies, I like horror movies where something like things are like, it's fictional, but the storyline could be something that could happen in real life. Like those are the horror movies I like the most. So nevertheless, she meets a guy and she seems kind and all this other stuff, seems like the man of her dreams. And things go way left after she finds out the hard way that his whole gimmick or his whole MO is to date women and pretty much abduct them and chop off body parts and sell them as meat. Hence the movie Fresh. He is selling fresh human meat to like some very, very, very rich, 1%er type, people. So he dates women, makes them think everything's all good. They drop their guard. Next you know, he's abducting you and he's literally cutting a piece of your ass to cook it and sell it to people who's willing to buy it. So that's what the movie is about. And as I mentioned earlier, I don't think this was one of those movies that you're supposed to 100% buy into as like this serious horror movie. Definitely has some comedy aspects in it, and as most of you all know, sometimes horror movies are synonymous with people making bad decisions, and this was nevertheless the same thing. You make it. You go out with this guy. He sweeps you off your feet, and before you know it, you barely known him like a week and a half, 2 weeks, whatever the case is. But you already want to go on this romantic trip that he has set up for you. Once again, you don't know him for more than 2 weeks or however long. I think it might have been shorter than that in the movie. But nevertheless, he wants to take you on this this vacation or this date that's probably on a level of like anniversary, 5-year anniversary level type of a date. But whatever. And that's pretty much how it happens. I mean, and bad decisions were made all around. I'm talking about from some of the victims, the protagonists, hell, even the antagonist, Steve himself, Sebastian Stan himself, just make some of the dumbest decisions. And it's just like, all right, man, okay, I get it. I'm checked out just because of some of the dumbass decisions that you guys are making. So that's really where it comes from. Would I recommend people watch it? Not really. But I will say this. This is one of those movies you could watch or just have playing in the background while, I don't know, you're paying your bills from your laptop or your cell phone or something. This is one of those type of movies that if it's on in the background, you might, invest some time into watching or something like that. But it's a movie that you just go out your way and be like, oh man, I gotta go on my way and watch this Hulu movie. Not in my opinion. But I know this was a short video, but hey, just to recap, the pros that I took away from this video is, at least from my perspective, it is good seeing Sebastian Stan in a role outside of the Winter Soldier. I know he had a very, very brief role in the comedy drama that was on, I think, Showtime. I'm Dying Up Here, where that was like something about comedians. But nevertheless, that was pretty cool. And once again, I am a fan of like horror movies that got a little bit of that could really happen in real life. And maybe my brain is just that sick and you guys think it's too far-fetched. But and as I mentioned, but the cons, horrible, beyond horrible decision making from a lot of people in this movie. And it's, as the movie went along, the more unrealistic certain things became. So I will give you that as well. Once again, I wouldn't necessarily highly recommend just go out your way and watch it. But if you got nothing to do, sure, play it. Once again, play it in the background while you're doing something else. See if it's something you want to stick around for. So, once again, this is Ryan. I want to thank you all for tuning in for Just My Opinion with Ryan. And hey, that's just my opinion. Love it or hate it. Peace.